everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something that's literally right under our feet, but is almost impossible to see: groundwater pollution. We're going to look at a proposal for a really cool piece of software called AquaGuard, a system that's designed to shine a light on this hidden danger using some seriously intelligent tech. It really all boils down to this one big question. I mean, think about it. Heavy metal contamination in our water. It's not like you can just look at it and know it's there. It's this invisible threat, which makes trying to monitor it and keep people safe a massive challenge. So how do we make the invisible visible? For a long, long time, monitoring our water has been a slow, manual, kind of clunky process. But this is where the idea for AquaGuard comes in. It's designed to be exactly what its name says, a guardian for our groundwater, offering a totally new, intelligent way to tackle a very old problem. And the difference is, well, it's night and day. Just look at this. The old way, it's slow, it's manual, and because humans are involved, mistakes happen. But the biggest problem is that it's reactive. We usually only find out there's an issue after the damage is already done. Now, look at the AquaGuard way. It's designed to flip that script completely. We're talking automated and fast, which minimizes errors. It pulls all the data together geospatially. And here's the key: it's predictive and proactive. It's all about getting ahead of the problem.
Okay, so that's the big promise. But how would it all work in the real world? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the core functions inside the proposed AquaGuard application.
The workflow is actually pretty brilliant in its simplicity. So first, it pulls in all the groundwater data, and this is crucial, it knows the exact geocoordinates for every sample. Step 2, it automatically does all the heavy lifting, running these complex calculations to score the water quality. Third, it turns all that raw data into these super intuitive heat maps. You can see the hotspots at a single glance. And finally, my favorite part, it uses AI to try and predict where contamination could become a problem down the road. And you know, for the scientists and researchers out there, it gets even better. The proposal includes a whole suite of advanced tools. You've got Data Miner, which is like a detective for your data, finding hidden patterns and anomalies. Then there's Trend Explorer, which lets you analyze how things change over time and across different locations. And VizLab, that's your presentation studio for creating detailed 2D and 3D visualizations and even generating reports automatically. It's a toolkit built for discovery.
So, we've mentioned these automated calculations, but what is the app really doing? Well, you can basically think of it as creating a health score for our groundwater. And it does this using established, respected scientific formulas that are designed specifically to measure heavy metal pollution.
First up, you have the Heavy Metal Pollution Index, or HPI. This gives you a really good, broad overview. As you can see, it's a straightforward scale. If your score is under 25, the water quality is considered excellent. It goes down to good, then poor, and if you get a score over 100, that water is classified as unsuitable. It's a quick, high-level check. Then, to add another layer of detail, there's the Heavy Metal Evaluation Index, the HEI. This helps you understand the contamination level. Is it low, medium, or high? This is super important for helping officials prioritize which areas need their attention first. And finally, for a really, really granular look, there's the Modified Degree of Contamination, or MCD. You can see how specific this gets, from nil to very low, all the way up to extremely high. So by combining these 3 different scores, AquaGuard could build a really comprehensive, scientifically solid picture of water safety. Okay, so the science is solid, the tech sounds incredible, but let's get real for a second. Can a project that's this ambitious actually get off the ground? It's time for the reality check. Let's talk about feasibility. The whole proposal is built on 4 really strong pillars. First, technically, it uses a proven open-source tech stack. That means it's reliable and it can grow. Economically, because it relies on free and open-source tools, it's actually really cost-effective. Legally, it's designed from the ground up to align with existing data and water quality standards. And operationally, it's all about that user-friendly design, making sure the people who need it can actually pick it up and use it easily. And what's really smart about this is that they've already thought about the potential roadblocks. For every risk, there's a plan. Worried about bad data? There are validation pipelines built in. Concerned about infrastructure costs? It's designed to be optimized with tools like Docker and cloud-free tiers. Afraid people won't use it? Plan for training workshops and a simple user experience. This shows some serious foresight, and that's what makes a project like this viable. So, we have the technology, we have a practical plan, but now we get to the most important question of all: why?
Why does a tool like this actually matter? Let's talk about the ripple effect that happens when you turn complex data into clear, actionable intelligence. For the public, for you and me, the benefits are incredibly direct and personal. It means finally having a clear, simple way to know if our local water is safe. It means protecting our families by catching health risks early. And honestly, it's about building trust through transparency.
Now, for policymakers and local authorities, this could be a complete game changer. It would mean they could make critical decisions based on hard evidence, not just guesswork. They could finally get proactive and stop problems before they become crises. And they could send resources, money, equipment, people, to the specific areas that need it most. That's efficiency that can save lives.
And for the scientific community, the value is just immense. We're talking more accurate and consistent studies, the ability to finally trace pollution right back to the source. Can you imagine the countless hours that would be saved by automating these calculations? And those advanced AI tools, they could unlock discoveries about contamination that we haven't even thought to look for yet. So let's end with this thought. A tool like AquaGuard doesn't just give us information, it gives us foresight. It gives us the ability to predict danger. And that leaves us with a really important question. When data makes pollution predictable, what's our responsibility to act on that knowledge? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.